Let's begin with our new topic, which is IDE and JDK installation. Basically, we are going to talk about environment setup related for Java program executions. Before we talk about Java installation, there are few things that you should know about JDK. JDK stands for Java Development Kit. JDK is the tool, the setup which you need to install it on your machine in order to compile and execute your programs. And this JDK tool or setup, you can download it from Oracle official website. From there, you just need to create an account there, and then after you can download it as per your operating system. There are plenty of options you will get there for different operating systems. Now, before you download the JDK or before you install JDK in your machine, you should know that there are few different JDK versions are available there on their official website. We are talking about now about the major releases of JDK. This is something you should know if you are already into Java development. So there are many versions came. JDK 1.1, JDK 1.2. With the time, JDK 1.5 came. JDK 1.5 is one of the stable version there that time when Oracle was not owning Java. That time, Sun Microsystem was owning Java, and JDK 1.5 was a kind of very famous and stable version of Java because they introduced collections very first time in order to manage the data there. Then after JDK 1.5, JDK 1.6 came, 1.7 came, and then JDK 1.8. JDK 1.8 was one of the most famous and most stable version in the history of Java because JDK 1.8 they introduced function programming. Before that, Java doesn't support function programming, but from JDK 1.8 they introduced many concepts that supports function programming such as function interface, lambda expressions, predicates, and stream APIs, Joda datetime API. We are going to learn them in Java 8 features. So don't worry about it. As of now, you should know that JDK 1.8 was the first release where they introduced functional programming in Java, which makes Java more easy to understand. Then after, there are few more releases came 9, 10, 11, 17. 11 and 17 are also very popular ones. Those also introduce few more features with Java. Now, I'm not going to show you here how to install JDK. You can easily find plenty of videos on JDK installation from YouTube, or else even without watching any YouTube video, if you directly double click on it and you can very easily install it. It's very, very easy to install JDK. Okay, let's talk about the setup of JDK. When you install JDK, JDK install in your machine in two steps. First it will install JDK itself, and then it will ask for further installation of JRE. Means JDK and JRE both are going to install separately in your machine. Now this first part, which is JDK, is containing compilation utilities, which is going to compile your code. Okay, and JRE is going to contain execution utilities for your Java program. Okay, where you will find all the execution related environment, running environment related things there. Okay, if you want to check whether those are installing separately or in one place only, you can also check it very easily. You simply need to go to the installation directory. For example, if you are using Windows operating system, you will easily find it in C program files, and you will find two different registries here. One is JDK 1.8 and another is JRE 1.8. Okay, if you have JDK in your machine, you can only compile your code. If you have JRE in your machine, you can only execute your code. And you can have one at a time as well. Like you can have both, but if you want, you only want to execute your code, you can do this. For example, if you are taking a project on your machine and you just want to directly run it, you can do it by having JRE only in your machine. So it gives you full freedom to install one of them or both of them. Even if you want to install other versions of Java, it will not upgrade the existing version which is already installed in your machine. If you start installing 11 or 17 or other versions, those will also registered in your machine separately. For example, I installed JDK 11 there in this machine, so you can see there is a separate registration it is showing in my installation directory. Even if you want to check, you can simply check on your in your control panel. You can simply check where is the what are the different installations there. You will find JDK 8, which is a compilation utility, and then so this one is the execution utility and this one is the compilation utility. And you can see there is another registration, it is clearly showing you for JDK 11. So it's totally up to you. You want to have one version or multiple versions, and you can even switch from one versions to another version. Just change the um, environment path there, and then after you can switch from one compilation tool to another compilation tool. After installation of JDK, we need another tool which is nothing but IDE. IDE stands for Integrated Development Environment. IDE mainly used to develop the project and compile the project, run the project at one place only. All project related things, whether you are building the project, you are compiling it, or you are doing other stuff related to the Java project, you can do it at one place only. And for that reason, we have this tool called IDE. So there are many IDE are there for Java development, but four of the IDEs are the most common ones we use generally in our day-to-day development. One is known as STS, another is Eclipse, the third one is IntelliJ, and then NetBeans. Okay, you can choose any one of them for Java development. I'm going to use STS. STS is nothing but stands for Spring Tool Suite. It is a byproduct of Eclipse itself. So if you are using Eclipse or you are using STS, it's a kind of same thing. STS is additionally having some Spring framework related support. You will get some additional options for developing Spring related projects with this IDE STS. You can download them from their official websites, or you can directly download it from these two links I already have added here. Once you download the STS or Eclipse, you will get a zip file for that setup, and you just need to take that zip file to your working directory, and then you have to start the STS or Eclipse. Let me show you how you need to do. You first have to download the STS or Eclipse a zip file, and then for example, I have already placed it in software. I have created a folder here with the name of STS, and inside here I just place that zip file. Then I unzip that, and inside here I'm getting these three folders, and then I'll go to this STS 3.9.7. When I go here, I just need to double click on this sts.exe. This is going to start my STS. And the same process for Eclipse as well. You'll get eclipse.exe and you can trigger Eclipse like the same. And then after, you have to choose your workspace where you want to create the project and where you want to place your all projects. I have already one existing workspace, so I just continue with the same workspace, and my project now my STS is launching with that workspace. One more thing you need to remember, I'm using 3.9.7 release. There are many other releases are there which are advanced releases. Those releases also you can download from their official website and can start using it. But the problem only with those releases is you have to upgrade your Java version as well. For example, for the latest release of STS or Eclipse, Java 8 doesn't support. You have to install Java 11 or Java 17. But as I already told you, I'm using Java 8 for this training. So that's why I'm using older version of STS 3.9. Similarly, when you are using Java 8, you have to make sure that whatever the IDE you are using, that IDE will support your Java 8. So then only you will be able to use Java 8. Okay. Now you can see when my STS has been launched, I am seeing that all the projects are coming up here in the left side. Here I can create new projects and then I can compile them, I can run them, I can do a lot of stuff around the Java project. I'm going to teach you how you can better use this IDE in upcoming classes. So don't worry about it as of now. Now, let's back to the business. We are done with the Java installation and we are done with the IDE installation. There are plenty of other tools that we need to use in Java day-to-day development. But as of now, for the beginning, these two tools are more than enough. You just have to install them and then you can start learning, you can start working with Java. Later on in upcoming classes, whenever we will learn REST APIs or Spring Boot or other topics related to Java frameworks, we are going to install some other tools as well. So this is about environment setup of Java.